the public and hear their views so that you can carry them in the media, and we will consider them. I want to reiterate that the task force will endeavor to stick to the constitutional principles of transparency, accountability, and participation of the people, and will provide continuous and timely updates of its work to the members of the public and the relevant stakeholders from time to time. So, ladies and gentlemen, this morning we are going in for the hearing the National Police Service. You are welcome to cover the opening session. As soon as the opening session ends, you will please allow us to take their views, because as I've said, some of the bits they will touch on are sensitive matters of national security, and they will not want it to be carried by the media. So that is the only restriction.
Question?
Yes.
One or two questions, please.
Yeah.
My name is Kenna from People. Just one of in collecting the views, are you going to listen to individual police, or you're going to listen to the management team?
Very good question. Thank you very much. We have, as I said, we have divided ourselves into twos. We will have teams of two members from the task force going to various counties, and of course they will be there with the Secretariat staff to assist them. We have arranged it in such a way that when we go to the stations, for example, we will go to some police stations. In those police stations, we will ask the senior officers to give us a room. They will not be there. We will listen to the junior officers so that they can speak freely to us. Yes.
My name is Owero Nyambura from If you decide to talk to now officers at the lower cadre, what is the protection mechanism after they are done with this interview, so that they do not face in reaction or other victimization from their bosses?
Yes. We will be very, very careful to make sure that those officers freely talk. We are not going to say we have heard this from so and so. Do you see what I mean? We are not going to say, we are not going to name names. We will take the views from those officers. In fact, when we write the report, the senior officers will not even know where we got those views from. We are sensitive to that, and we will take care of that. Yes.
Can you be able to access the memorandum by the police and just to see whatever is not sensitive, see their concerns? With the public assessment, their concerns.
Very well. We will look at the memorandum. You will agree with me that we may ask them to remove any bits that may be sensitive. The rest of the memorandum, what they are asking, their recommendations or their wishes, there will be no problem with that.
What plans does the committee have for strengthening the National Police Service Commission? A lot of its powers were stripped away when a lot of those functions were transferred back to the National Police Service. What plans are there to strengthen the NPSC so that those issues of promotion, issues of salary, issues of conditions can actually now be taken care of for police officers?
Yes. We have reached out to the National Police Service Commission. We have reached out to IPOA. We have reached out to the services, and we have actually asked them to each make their own memorandum. We are considering all that. As I mentioned, one of the major issues that this task force is going to deal with is the issue of operational constraints. If there are any challenges the services are meeting among themselves, like the one you have talked about with the National Police Service Commission, we have already even received their memorandum, so we are going to consider all that.
Chairman, CJ, I'm Ayub from Citizen. This is to the National Police Service Commission, but it's a matter of concern because we're reports from police officers who have decried the state of the insurance. Because they have been moved from NHIF to a private farm insurance CIC, where when they go and seek healthcare services, they are told the private insurance is not yet ready. And in these cases, we have had police officers who have lost their lives. I just want to understand in terms of data movement and maybe beyond the mandate of this task force, whether this will come up for consideration. How many have so far been moved to the private farm? In terms of those who have lost life, what is the remedy to that or the recourse? And isn't it, as well as you begin this, embark on this mandate, which you have termed as very sacred, isn't it appalling when you have police officers who decry of their pay, yet in terms of healthcare they have no access to medical attention?
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Medical insurance is one major issue that we are going to consider. Medical insurance is one major issue we are going to consider. It is in our TORs. If you check, it is in our TORs. The memoranda we have already received from the IPOA, from the National Police Service Commission, from the National Police itself, from the Kenya Prison Service, actually I've said a lot about that. So we expect recommendations on that. Yes.
My name is Chacha from K24. On the secretariat, or rather in the secretariat of the task force, we have some members of the service and the impartiality in it, how we go about it, because they'll be taking notes from the junior members. We have some officers.
I don't know what you want to call them. We have some technical staff from the two services, the Kenya Police Service, the Kenya Prison Service, who are there assisting the secretariat. But I want to assure you that even if they are there, even if they were from one unit, the recommendations will be from this task force. We will listen to everyone. We want to give everyone a chance to be heard. The recommendation, we will take responsibility as the commission, as the task force, on our recommendations. That's why we are, besides getting a memorandum from the National Police Service itself, we are even asking the Kenya Administrative Police, as well as Kenya Police and the CID, to make their own memorandum, to write their own memorandum and send it to us so that we consider. We are hearing views from everybody, then before we make our recommendations.
Chairman, going by the history of commissions in Kenya, what guarantee is there that your recommendations will be implemented? Going by the history, you and I are aware of that. Going by the history, especially when they are involving finance, what guarantee do you have for the police officers that they will be implemented?
Yes. One of the tasks this task force has been given is, once we finish with the recommendations, we are supposed to come up with what we call an implementation matrix. An implementation matrix. We will say this needs to be done by this body and within a given time. We will give time frames. If it is something touching on the salaries, we will make recommendations to the Salaries Commission, and they will be given timelines. By the way, and I'm sure you are aware that we are going to hear all those institutions, like the Salaries Commission. We will take time with them. We'll take time with them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We want to. You can move there. We just want to have the opening session very quickly. Then we go into this. And as I said, please come to the field, cover our proceedings, and ask questions there as well. Thank you.